Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Thursday. I hope everyone's had a great night. Ready for a great day? With me today, I have Philip. Uh, some of you may have seen he and I did a little kind of a back and forth type of interview with each other week or two ago. I don't know. Days all run together. I can't even remember when exactly it was, but um, today he's going to just be joining us and trading with us today, showing his screen at times, seeing how he trades, doing just talking about trading and everything like that. How you doing this morning, Philip?
Doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. It's awesome to be here. Live trading with some great people like you. But yeah, first live session with you and your community was a few weeks ago. Was awesome. Now it's really about the brass tacks of trading, like putting our money where our mouth is and taking our share out of the market every day. So.
Absolutely agree. So real quickly, I'm going to run through what the market did overnight, and then we can get to the whole trading thing.
Absolutely.
Looks like ES up then down. Our high on ES from the overnight 61.05. Our low 60.086. So early morning math tells me that's 29 points in range. NQ 21.832 dips all the way down to 21.705. 127 points in range. Copper exploded at the evening open last night. No idea what that was about. Big range on copper, about 160 ticks. Ultra bonded heading downward, just about 3/4 of a point. Gold still coming down off its all-time highs, breaking 2,900 yesterday. About 24 points in range overnight, heading downward now pretty quick. Crude oil, about mid-range. We are small range on crude right now, 80, about 75 ticks. And Bitcoin sitting around 98.4. So that's always sit standard, whatever body posture you're choosing to take this morning. And now we are ready to rock and rumble. Hey. So what time do you normally start trading? Is this the time you're already trading, or is this earlier for you? Do you normally start like when the market opens?
So that's actually a great question. I trade whenever, my setups present themselves. So sometimes it's a Globex open where if there is a setup that does present itself, I'm going to trade it with win or lose. Going to take it. But for the most part, I normally take the majority of my positions during the New York session. So about half hour before market open, all the way through the New York session. I usually try to cut out about half an hour before market closes because man, that just messes me up one too many times. you know, like those 100-point candles in about 3 seconds. Up,
Yeah.
up and down does wonders for your P&L if you're right.
Oh, absolutely. And that's an important
So
thing of knowing yourself and knowing when your best time to trades are, when you know when it's just more risky or just doesn't fit your strategy.
100%. I used to trade the London session and then the back half of the Asia session, and I gotta tell you, I really messed up my accounts pretty bad. And I realized, you know what? Maybe I should stop. And what do you know? I stopped, became a lot more profitable. My accounts seemed to last quite a bit longer.
Yeah, I always look at I look at London session, and it always seems easy, but you don't realize that the how much lower the volume is and all that. We do one London session a month. Me and one of the members here will do it over here on stream. We'll go from like 2 a.m. Eastern to 11 a.m. Eastern. Just once a month is to do something different, but that's the only time I decide to lose sleep for London.
Yeah, it gets really tricky sometimes, and I'm just like, look, I'm cool with staying up occasionally, but man, to the people who usually go all the way through New York and trade London, look, y'all got superpowers. I can't do that. But yeah, I mean, just real quick, what are like the first few things you do the moment you open up the charts for the day?
I look at where we've been overnight, and I'm such a super scalper that it doesn't really matter to me really, too much about the past. I just like to get a feel, but my trades last less than 30 seconds usually, so um, I'm just looking for whatever we got going on at that point in time. And I'll go through all the different assets just like I did as we entered into the stream, just to see what the market's doing. But that's more to get a feel for the live stream more than just for my trading. So yeah, I don't really I don't really chart out levels. The only levels I really look at are the ones that are from the trigger point, which we talked about in our last time we were together. And
Hmm.
but that's it. I'm just like I said, I'm a super scalper, so I'm just very much in the moment type of thing. Good morning, Amelia. How are you today? Glitch Android. Haven't seen you in a long time. How are you? How have you been? What do you do when you first open up the charts?
I like to make sure, like, hey, we didn't like hit a circuit breaker like in the
Oh
middle
yeah,
of the night, right? Um, so I'm
yeah.
just like, hey, like everything's still good there, right? Um, and and so that's like the absolute first thing. But beyond that, it's more of looking at the highs of London, Asia, and Globex open, and then seeing where we are in comparison to the rest of the week. Or if we're at Monday or Tuesday, I want to look at last week. Okay, are we looking for more of a continuation? We're looking for a potential reversal sometime this week, and not just like a reversal of like the weekly range, but more of a reversal of, hey, we're going from a few weeks bullish trend. Now we should really be looking for those large downside moves. But besides that, it's charting out the near term highs and lows, going down from like a 1 hour down to a 5 minute, and then waiting for price to come to one of my desired levels, because that I think is one of the keys to really looking at the charts. But like you said, you know what? two very, very, very different trading strategies. Like the super scalper, you're trading less than 30 seconds. My trades can go anywhere from 30 seconds to an hour.
How many points are you usually going for?
So I go for anywhere between 15 to upwards of 60 to 70.
Okay.
Now, if I'm trading, mind you, that is NASDAQ specifically.
Right.
I am
Yeah.
not. I would never want to say, hey, you know what? We're gonna do a casual 60 points on ES today. Just caught the entire day's range, top to bottom. Would you believe it? But it like each instrument really has a solid range. Like you mentioned, copper. I'm not very familiar with trading copper, other than when using the EG indicators. But outside of copper, things like oil, gold. I even tried silver once. That was a really bad idea. Um,
Yeah, tick value can kind of hurt you quick.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Then the Nikkei, the Japanese
Hmm.
market. You know what? That chart is nuts. Have you looked at a 5 minute chart of that thing? It looks like it got shot up
Yeah.
overnight. Just holes everywhere.
Yep. Yeah. Lots of gaps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, Speed Racer. How are you, guys? How is Philip's volume? Do I have him loud enough, low enough? Is he, fine, or do I need to adjust him at all? Can you guys hear him? Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, Amelia. Looks like we're a little bit choppy now. We could see NQ's been on a rise up for about an hour here. We hit a bottom there around 709. It's got well, it came up to about 774. Now we're kind of just choppy here right under 770. Looking for our next direction. We have news coming up in about 17 minutes. Our normal Thursday news, jobless claims. And that's our only big news of the morning. No other news catalyst this morning unless Trump decides to speak about something. So once we get that news out of the way, we'll be able to maybe try and figure out what direction it wants to take. Now,
You know, so
do you usually stay away from news trading? Like, are you usually flat for major news?
yes, yes, 100%. Look, I when I first started trading, I was one of those. This is okay. We got five Apex accounts, all costs around what 10, $10. You could have like 4 or 5 news events in a day. Okay, let's see what happens. Long burnt account. Okay, next one. Oh, hey, we passed them. That one sick. But as I continued on, it really made no sense to
Mhm.
have trades on during news. Now, that's red folder news. There,
Yeah,
depending on what news source you use. So I use tradingeconomics.com. Um, Look at everything across the board. So if you're looking at like financial juice, you have some events that are considered red folder on financialjuice.com, but not on trading economics.
yeah,
So it's that tier two, tier three news.
yeah,
Sometimes it's best to just stay away, but some people have great strategies around it, and if you do, incredible, do it. But what about you? Are you trading the news or?
I usually, I mean, I'm almost always flat for news. You know, it's an interesting thing. I mean, for the big ones, you know, NFP, CPI, PPI, and FOMC, I'm always flat for those.
Mhm.
Um, I like trading the immediate after effects sometimes, first after 30, 60 seconds, depending on what it's doing. Then maybe but I won't be actually in a trade during news. But it's interesting because I'm always flat for almost any news event at all that, PMI and all that. But when I'm back testing my strategy, I don't think about what news was on that day, when I go back through the charts, unless it was one of those four big ones. So it's like, I don't think if I would trade the other news, I don't think it would matter, if I was holding a trade when that news hit. But I don't know. I just, for my own sanity, I tend to be flat when news hits, no matter, what level of news it is, as long as it's like red on financial
Yeah,
news.
yeah. You know, I used to be super biased, to using only like certain news sources, but as I've advanced, I'll say we're really grown in more of like the prop trading and retail trading aspect. I've come to realize it's good to have multiple sources because even if one says it's like tier two or like orange folder, not red folder, but another one
Mhm.
says it's red folder, that's still enough for me to say, hey, you know what? Let's be flat on this. There's no need to risk it, especially, you don't know which way it's going to wick first, right?
Right.
And if you're even remotely close to your drawdown or you're leveraged into a trade, think about it. Is it worth blowing that account in half a second because you were expecting it to go one way versus another?
Right. I agree.
So I don't know who all has not signed up for your daily email, but they
Hmm.
should. I no, I'm not joking. It's one of the first things I look at in the morning. I'm like, okay, I don't want to have to go through a ton of different discords to find out what deals are where, but opening your email in the morning, I'm like, all right, cool, I got everything right here. And I saw that deal with Fidias that for $25 you get the 25K account.
Uh-huh.
That is a steal.
Hmm. I agree. I mean, I know people aren't going to like that it only has $500 in drawdown. Just trade a couple micros until you've given yourself a little bit more drawdown, you know?
Yeah. Like, I mean, look, Rome wasn't built in a day. Riches aren't either. Like, consistency isn't built in a day either. But I think
Abs-
it's funny that people will say, "Oh my gosh, it's only $500." It's like, yeah, but look at the profit target.
yeah.
You get
Yeah.
you get you get worse ratios on the 250K accounts.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I really like the changes for Diaz has made, not only just adding that swing account, but they had the strictest weirdest news rules around where you had to be,
Really?
well, yeah, like when crude oil inventories come out, you had to be flat on NQ.
What?
Yep. And I actually, because someone lost all their funded accounts with them for trade, and I'm like, I heard about this, and I'm like, I sent him a message. I said, listen, I can't continue to promote a company that has these strict news rules that make no sense, and like you, this makes no, I mean, no other company does this. I understand news rules, for that NQ that if things that affect NQ, but you don't those you shouldn't need to be flat on NQ for natural gas or crude oil inventories. And they also had a DCA rule, but it really even wasn't a DCA rule. It was I mean, even if you were in a winning trade, your trade was a winner, and you add it, they would flag your account, and that didn't make any sense to me either. So I'm like, listen, I like you guys, I like working with you, but I just can't do this. I can't recommend this to people that trusted me to recommend good firms when you have these rules that are like gotcha rules that look like they're designed to figure out a reason to fail you or not pay you. And it was interesting. They replied to me right away saying they said they were planning on getting rid of those rules, but I and then they did. So I don't know if they were actually planning it or if they were getting enough feedback, because I know another person was also another big affiliate was also giving them the same feedback. And so to their credit, they got rid of that stuff. But yeah, that was insane. To have to be flat on NQ for crude oil inventories.
I see. I just can't do that. Like personally, like I have my personal account with TradeStation, right? And they're phenomenal, right? You might have slightly higher margin requirements than like AMP and your other discount brokers, but here's the thing: when it comes to news events, AMP plus 500 and like other discount brokers will raise their margin rates.
Yeah,
The larger brokers don't. Their margin rates don't change. Like for shits and giggles, I
right.
held a single micro through FOMC. No increase in rates, but you also are abiding by higher margin rates to begin with.
Yeah,
Like you can't trade a mini for $500. Sorry. Like I believe it's for the Nasdaq, it's 2,400 to trade one mini, and that's the day rate margin, like day
right,
trading margin.
right.
But I think having crazy news rules on one hand is super helpful. On the other hand, it's super discouraging because it's like, well, what do you define as riffle or news? If you're just throwing out
Right.
a bunch of topics, oh, okay, then if everything's important, then really nothing's important. But if you have like the well-defined news rules, like I've seen it with Take Profit, My Funded Futures. I've seen it with several other firms where they'll say, "Hey,
Order filled.
these specific news events do not trade." It's like, oh, okay, you know ahead of time. Hey, anytime these specific events happen, don't trade. No problem.
I just took a long trade here. Let's see where it goes. Long on NQ. Looks like it's gonna just snap right back down on me. Good morning, MR. Good morning, Hassan. Good morning, Chris. How are you all this morning?
Good morning, everyone.
We're
Stop
out.
filled.
Ooh, why does my Tradovate sound so loud? Gotta fix that. All right, we're out of that trade. Take the stop. Get the next one.
I really want to build a tool like for personal use where if price has not left a defined range, let's say like on NQ it's 20 points. If it hasn't left that in 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it blocks me from trading because
Oh yeah,
I would get all messed up in the chop.
yeah. it's a 4-point loss. Not too bad.
No, no. Slowly but surely aggregating all my accounts to a single platform.
Okay.
So I've really started to use the ETP trade copier because I can filter in Rhythmic DX feed, um, and other feeds to it and just connects them all.
Okay.
So like let's say many firms now can't connect to NinjaTrader via Rhythmic, right? So they've stopped onboarding new firms, no problem. Connected straight to the ETP trade copier, boom.
Nice.
Trade trade on Ninja with my other accounts and pray that it doesn't blow. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I just got one of the Fidias 25K accounts. I'm super excited about it. I'm going to link it to my funded futures network and Blue Sky.
Awesome. Yeah, I've heard about that copier. I haven't looked at it or tested it or anything, but I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, I would highly recommend at least looking at their Discord, um, and checking it out. Like their developers are super active. So if you have any issues whatsoever, they are right there to help you fix it, or to help you like connect or get over whatever hurdle you are currently in front of. Which is what I really appreciate that because sometimes I can't get something to work to save my life, and I'm like, I swear I'm just smooth brain today. It's not like in an everyday thing, but they're there to help regardless.
Right. Just choppiness here. We have unemployment claims coming up in just under 2 minutes. Good morning, JC. How are you today? There's a quick move. Ooh, that's bigger. Looks bigger than it is. There's a 5-point move down.
Oh yeah.
Morning, JJR. Morning, Renegade. How are you? Doing good.
I was thinking about something the other day, just scrolling through all the firms and seeing where we were, let's say even 4 months, 5 months ago. We have so many more new platforms,
Hmm.
so many more ways that you can really put on a trade. Like seeing Project X being implemented across the board is super cool. But also other firms like trying to create their own. I'm like, hey, if you can do it, awesome.
Hey, here's jobless claims. I think, yeah. Well. Not much of a move so far. Uh, a while up and down, but not really. eh, No big move either way. This could be a bad sign for the morning. This could mean choppiness. Oh, there's a move down. Morning, John. How are you? Uh, did I
Welcome,
lose?
welcome, everyone.
That wasn't real exciting.
Huge move.
So we'll be patient and wait for better opportunities. Did you see John DeFore? Did you see Pete Alonso re-sign with the Mets?
Wait, did he really?
Yeah.
Nice.
2 years, 54 million, 30 million for the first year. I believe he has an opt out after the first year. If not, second year is 24 million.
Casually, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, like oh, and then somehow all the money's gone
Okay.
in like 3 years, and you're like, ow.
Okay. For all of you that say nice, just so you know, I'm a Phillies fan. So,
Yep. Look, so I I tried so hard to be a Mavs fan, and we just lost Luka Doncic.
I saw that. Shocker of NBA world.
Yeah, yeah. Just not too happy about that. But that's okay. You know what? I'm sure that they could use this stadium for something else.
That's cool, Big Kai. I mean, if there were no fans of the other teams, there'll never be other teams. So I'm not one of those people that are like, oh my God, I gotta hate this person because they're a fan of my rivals, my team's rival. But I suppose if I mention the name Chase Utley, you might see red. We are just chopping. I'm glad we have some good conversation because right now the price action isn't giving us much.
Right? It's it's just stuck in this small space that I don't want to go anywhere near. This is the time when I'm like checking around to all the other instruments like gold, oil, all all you can get desperate enough and look at the Dow.
Yeah, I'm getting a new computer set up in a couple of weeks, and then I'll be more likely to start looking at more assets when things are like this. Have more screens so I can have more charts up, be able to quickly just glance at things to see if there's anything that's looking interesting.
Yeah, we'll definitely say having this screen real estate is a game changer. Um, I used to have one 27-inch, then then went to two 27 inches, and then I was like, wait, I'm trading on too many platforms. And there was a big sale going on 32-inch monitors. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get three, and I think it was super cheap. Like they're not gaming monitors by any means.
Right.
So like, for people who are thinking, oh man, like he just spent like $1,000 on monitors, not even close, nowhere near. No, no, like if I want a gaming monitor, I will have a single gaming monitor. But now, like they're more like business or oriented, but they look nice. But they're
Yeah.
stupid cheap, and I have to say, it has made all the difference in the world.
Right now I'm running 132-inch and 124-inch, but when I do the new setup in a couple of weeks, I'm getting a whole new computer built and doing a whole new desk and all that. I'm gonna have two ultra wide 49 stacked, flanked by four 32-inch verticals.
So should we just call you NASA?
I am going to be tanning in blue light.
Dude, you will have a blue light tan at the end of each day. Like, whew, that's awesome though. You know what? 249 stacked. I've seen that on Instagram and it looks sick.
Yeah, I was originally gonna go with one, and then I saw, I actually ordered one. It's actually been sitting in my living room it's still in the box since a little bit after Black Friday, and then, I saw a couple pictures of people that had stacked 49s, and I'm like, well, why not? And so I quickly looked to see what kind of mount I'll need, and told my guy that's going to be doing all this for me, I'm like, can I do this? Will this be possible with the setup? He's like, yeah, we should be able to do it. So I ordered the second one.
Anything is possible. Just how much you want to spend on it.
Yeah, yep, kind of Samsung's Odyssey or whatever they call it.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
So
you got quality there.
yeah, I'm gonna be, the computer being built's gonna be very, very good. 128 gigs of RAM, real good processor, water cooled. And I still have my old computer. I'm gonna run both computers. I'm gonna run four monitors off one, two off the other. But I'll be able to control both with a single mouse and keyboard.
I gotta say, you sound just like my brother. My like, and that is a huge compliment. He is incredibly talented and intelligent. Did a lot of video game development, and his setup is just ridiculous. Like you walk into his office, it is noticeably hotter. and there's just screens everywhere. And I didn't understand why he had two different keyboards on his desk, just one in front of the other, and it was because he was running two desktops.
I mean, I could have, just decided. I mean, the computer that's being built would be, ooh, big move down here. Probably getting some movement to the downside. It would be strong enough to handle everything, that. But the thing is, with the computer I have now, I've had it where it's decided to one time had a little power surge and the app plug actually welded into the power supply. So I was down for like a day. Then, recently the something went wrong with the motherboard, so I was down for a while. And I do with all the trading I do, plus the live streaming and the stuff I do for the community. If my computer goes down, all that's just stopped. So I want to be able to have two where something goes wrong with the one. I have another computer that's pretty going to be pretty similar. It's not going to have the exact specs, but it's going to be pretty similar. That I know I can rely on until I can get the other one back up and running.
Right. You know what? And you're so right. Especially like nowadays when everything is done online, or at least the majority of like what we're doing is online. The moment we're disconnected, everything just stops. And having an having the outlet, like the plug get welded into the outlet, that's insane.
Yeah, my friend that builds my computers for me and stuff. He came over and replaced everything. He's like, I've never seen this before.
That's kind of like when the mechanic says, "Hey, how did this happen? Like, what happened here?" That's when it's like, "Oh shit. Okay, it's that bad."
And I had where a fan came off my graphics card that I had. And this current machine, that was another one. He's like, I've never seen that before.
I've never seen that before either. Dude, you're finding like every loophole in mechanic logic that I have even heard of. I've never even heard of that. That's wild.
So yeah, so that's why I want to make sure I have two computers running, and you know, also spread the load because I really wanted 200. Ooh, we're still moving down here nicely, down to 751.
Oh,
We pulled back about 30-ish, 25 points, continuing down. But I really wanted 256 gigs of RAM, but only ended up doing 128. So now both computers are on 128. And that way, I really, in a way, have 256.
the math is mathing. Okay, you know what? It works.
Down to 749, fallen. Let's see whether or not. By the way, Javel's claims came in at 219K. Their forecast was 213K. Just a slight miss there.
Check the forecast because I'm curious as to what it was forecasted at.
It was
Okay, it was
forecast.
forecasted at 215.5. Oh yeah, that came in pretty hot. Yeah. And more job cuts.
bounce here. Seeing my one of my blue candles. Let's see if it holds for the next snip. It's going away. We're confident in that, so we'll let that go.
Okay. Oh, and the continuing jobless claims came in hot as well. This is
Oh,
interesting.
little pop. Coming back up a little bit. 45 minutes to the bell, 15 minutes to the top of the hour. Let's try to come back. Oh, nice pop right back up. Looky there. Right now, I'm running everything together. Once I have the second computer set up, I will be splitting it. But it depends on your graphics card and your RAM, honestly, Guy. I mean, I could still with the computer I'm getting built. I mean, I could easily still run it together. I mean, I've been running it together, and now, and I abuse my computer's RAM. I mean, and I'm not joking. At times, I have 120 Chrome tabs up, and this computer has 64 gigs of RAM right now. And I'll look at the usage, and I'm using 84% of my RAM. Um, so yeah, it just depends on what the specs are of the computer. All right, though, if you want to show your charts at any point in time, just let me know, and I will put them up on the screen.
Yeah, absolutely. As of now, I'm just more so charting things out, just
Yeah.
getting
That's
a good feel for where I'd like to see price to run. Gotta say that NinjaTrader is not the friendliest when it comes to trying to chart efficiently.
nope. I can't chart. I can never chart on NinjaTrader. I mean, honestly, Tradovate's not much. Not Tradovate sucks to chart on too, in my opinion. It's why I just TradingView. I use the platforms just to execute on, and I do all my charting on TradingView. Uh, I can't stand charting on any other platform.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better at it. It's one thing that I really wanted to get better at was charting on TradingView, well, on NinjaTrader, because I usually have three different platforms up. I'll have TradingView up, I'll have NinjaTrader up, and then I'll have Volfix, because I trade with Liberty Market Investment, um, and they require that you can only execute trades on Volfix, which I don't know if you've seen it. Super low latency platform. You see everything. Like there is no lag when there's like huge spikes
Oh,
in
really?
price. Yeah, like everything is very smooth.
That's
And
coming
they have
around.
some and they have some pretty cool charts. Like here, I can go ahead and share my screen if possible. All right. So can you see what I'm looking at?
Yes. So let me give me 1 second, and I'll put it up on for them to see as well.
Sure.
There we go. Bottom right hand corner there. There you go. Go ahead.
All right. So yeah, it looks somewhat busy, but super customizable. Like at this point, I have two time frames on the same chart. So I have volume profile based on the 1 hour, while I'm really looking at a 5 minute chart,
Okay.
and it gives me the delta of the volume for each set. It's super cool. Um, it even has like a mini DOM right here.
Okay.
So if I want, so if I really wanted to like have a look into it, you can. But like I said, super customizable. You can have it however you see fit. You can have footprint charts if you want. Like you customize everything to your liking. But
Oh,
with that being said, it has a pretty cool feature where you can lock yourself out of trading. So you can select like the trading mode, or you
hmm.
can deselect it, and it takes away the ability to actually place trades.
Okay.
So it's like a self lockout button, but it doesn't lock you out for the whole day. It just locks you out until you activate it again. But yeah, like, I mean, there's everything. Like, let's say you wanted clusters instead of just a bar chart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to play around with it. And it doesn't have to just be like one type. You can customize it like I said to however you would like. You can even go for double clusters. Again, I don't normally use these because again I don't understand how to place a trade on that.
Right.
But if it's for you, by all means, knock yourself out. So, like I said, super customizable. If it's something that interests you, fantastic. If you can trade on it, even better. But yeah, that's what I like about it. Super cool, but outside of that, I have my NinjaTrader like right right behind it. So usually I'll try to take at least the same trade or a similar trade on the platforms to keep everything consistent.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, it's it's just choppy at the moment. I don't think we're seeing price just really move out of this range. It's been in a solid. 60 to 80 point range for a good bit now. Let's see. Yeah, about an hour, but I have a feeling in the next 5 minutes we're gonna get some pretty serious volatility.
Yeah, moving on up.
Oh, oh my God! Wow, Mel. I apologize. That was a 15-minute chart. That was not even a 5 minute. I was like, why does it look like there's so few candles? Yeah. Like you said, charting on TradingView just so much easier.
Yeah.
So much. Like I'm just like, okay, I can draw everything freely and then start deleting stuff immediately. But yeah, that's usually my setup. I have a 3 monitor setup. I tried going back to two. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Gave it a good go, but wasn't was not for me. So I'll go ahead and pass the screen back off to you, and we're gonna see where things take us.
My dear folks, if you're enjoying today's stream, I appreciate if you gore that like button for me. Let everyone know you're enjoying the stream so YouTube recommends it to other people. Uh, Philip, Amelia has a question. What is lightning rod energy?
Awesome. So I'm glad you asked. So that is an energy drink slash supplement that one of my friends developed, and since we play hockey, you know, we we need something to help us, especially if we have multiple games a single day. But what I found is it actually helps me with mental clarity. I have a steady energy throughout the day. You're not gonna get like the spikes and the major drop offs with like Monster or Bang or Rain or any of those types because they're not made up of the same thing. You're essentially taking a shot of amino acids, and that is lightning rod and energy. So they also sponsor quite a few of the Dallas Stars and other athletes across motocross and various other sports. But they're still a very small brand, but the effects of it are incredible. Like I've actually like added it to my rules that unless I've like had it that day, there's a high likelihood that I will not be trading because again, we have to be locked in for trading, especially with futures. It's not a set or forget it. But to answer your question, they do sponsor me, so I'm more than happy to help spread the word about them.
Awesome. How's everyone else doing out there? Anyone else taking any trades in this first hour or at all? For tomorrow is non-farm payroll. Next Wednesday is CPI. Next Thursday is PPI. So a lot of big news events coming up over the next 5 trading days. Next Wednesday for CPI, we'll be doing an all-day stream. Me and RJ Wheel will be on from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. 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 4 p for that special stream. Top of the hour, and Q is at 783, which is the highest it's been for the last few years. Wait, what's the high day? Oh, yeah, okay, no, we're not close. Okay. Highest it's been in a while.
So I'm curious. Do you have like a morning routine that you do every day before trading, like something that helps you get into the zone and ready for the day?
No, I mean, not really. I mean, I wake up exactly 1 hour before I start streaming, so I get up and eat breakfast, and then I look at the charts, and then depending if I have anything else to do, I'll either continue to look for the charts, look for a quick trade before I even start streaming, or other mornings I'll just you know get the trash together and things like that. I really like this morning before the stream, I emptied the mouse traps, got some trash together, and then that was about it, and then I got things set up because with you being on. But yeah, I really don't have any set routine.
Okay. Yeah. No, was curious about it because every trader is different, right? Like, and I've met some traders who are like, oh no, here's like a one pager of like my morning routine every morning. I'm like, okay, so there's no guesswork, like there's no like deviation from it. But I was just curious because again, every trader is different. Like in the morning, yeah, when I wake up and I first get in front of the charts, techno is turned up to the max, and
Okay.
I mean I'm like having I'm like having a rave at my desk. That's what like gets me like ready to go. No, where like you have that bit of fun,
Yeah.
so you're not like stressing out about a trade and kind of having more of a relaxed attitude when coming to the charts. I used to get super stressed about like when I would get into a trade and oh shit, it hit my stop loss. Oh no. You know what? Now it's just like, you know what? The music's flowing. We're having a good time. It is what it is. You know what? You get stopped out. Great. On to the next trade. So in the chat, guys, I'm curious, how many of y'all are sitting at your desk in sweatpants and a sweatshirt and like some flip flops or loafers or like some tennis shoes, just chilling, waiting on price to get to your level.
I'm barefoot, so.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
How
Nice,
many
like
of you ha
true.
how many of you aren't even wearing pants? No, I'm kidding.
Well, since you asked,
Ooh, shorts and a t-shirt from JC up there in frigid Wisconsin.
you are a brave soul. You, sir, are a brave soul. I've recently learned that people in the Midwest are a unique population, right? They are so used to the cold that shorts and a t-shirt and like 30 degrees is nothing. While being in Texas, the moment it drops below 60, we all dress like Eskimos.
Oh, I used to have no issue walking out on the porch, without a shirt on at 0 degrees, so it's not a problem for me. Now it depends. Zero when there's no wind, and zero if like the wind's whipping like 20 miles an hour is two different things. But yeah, it's nice just to, that's almost refreshing at times.
Uh, yeah, I can't do that. I tried it. I tried it once. I opened the door and went right back inside. Wasn't for me.
Yeah, I'd much rather be cold than hot.
100%. Yes. Yes.
I feel like this might want to drop here, but I don't know if I want to. Let's try a real quick short, see if we can get a few points or not. Tight stop, 5 points. Uh, Yeah, 5 point stop. Let's see. We can get 5 points. Our ATR is under five, so we will not be going for anything huge here if it does drop for me. John, the bank won't let you wear shorts and a t-shirt.
It's not cool of them. You know what? It's anti-relaxation.
There we go. Now I'm getting. Come on. Nope. I shouldn't have said anything. I was going to say, now I'm getting some movement down, and it stopped. Come on. Be like yesterday. Yesterday, I had three 15-point winners. And there we go. Target hit. There's a win. That was 5.5 points. I'll take it. 22 ticks, Hassan, if you're still with me. So now we're back to green on the day. But yesterday I had three different 15-point winners. The combined time I was in those trades was 1 minute and 59 seconds.
What?
Yep. They each were like, one was like 32 seconds, one was 34 seconds, and one was, so the combined time was just under 2 minutes for the three trades.
So I'm actually looking at your charts and I'm mesmerized. Like they look so nice and colorful, and mine looks like you asked the engineers to create a work of art.
Yeah, I'm still trying to try to figure if I can eliminate it because I mean, I do like a cleaner chart, but this is kind of messy, lots of lines. But right now, this is what's working for me. Eventually I might. eliminate another EMA or two, but right now this is okay.
My man, if it's working for you, no
Yeah,
need to change it. Like if it's making you money,
yeah,
it stays. Like some of those people that have like the lucky relic on their desk, whether it's like a rubber duck or like something,
yeah.
and it's like no, like that pencil, yes, it's from the 40s. It brings me luck. Uh, yes, the wood is rotting. That's okay. It's still lucky. The fumes make me smarter.
Oh, at least it's nice to get back into green after the first trade put me red. So hopefully momentum can go from there.
We got about 18 minutes till market open. I would like to see the near term low get taken. Just near term, not like, hey, let's break the bank. But I, I would like to see price around, let's check it out, 21,740. Just break these short term lows. You have a real gap in price. I want to double check that on a couple other platforms to make sure I am seeing that correctly. Because sometimes when I see an actual gap and like no like price is not gone anywhere near it, I'm like, something doesn't seem right. Nope, nope, nope. It's 100% right. Yeah.
Ooh,
Go. Nice little bounce in price.
down it goes. Little pop. Didn't take my purple candle there. Should have. We look at our 3 minute chart. We came up to this area, consolidated, or just kind of chopped around, whatever you want to say, popped down, popped back up to that same area, got a little above it, and now it looks like it's rejecting down again.
Yeah. I would like to see again the lows get get taken. You have quite a bit of divergence near the London highs for NQ, where ES did break the highs, but NQ hadn't. So the rundown makes perfect sense, and it's like ES has not even begun to run down.
About 15 minutes until the bell.
Okay, and we have EIA for natural gas.
Wow, I didn't realize how just kind of a dead morning it's been. I'm using a 30-second chart, but usually my ATR at this time of day on a 30-second is 6, 7, and it's under 4. So it is it's pretty deadish right now in terms of the ATR. Hopefully it'll wake up at the bell. There's a little quick pop. 6 points back up. Uh, Maybe this is just a small pullback until we head back up. Market just does it, after that flash crash from the 12-hour trade war the other day, market just seems to want to go up, up, up. How's everybody doing? Guys, you can still talk to the chat even though I have a guest.
Oh yeah.
You don't need to all be quiet. Where's Ace today? It's 20 after. He's usually here by now. Pulls back again. Just small moves up and down. See, the Dow's had a nice move up.
Let's check out the Dow. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, look at that drop.
Yeah.
I mean, that was violent. Someone definitely got their lunch money stolen.
Honestly, I'm probably just gonna stay flat now until after the bell, unless something like hits me with a big old neon sign that says "Take me, take me."
Yeah, I'm just waiting and chilling until we get something. Like this is horrendous.
Good morning, RJ. How are you today?
Welcome, welcome.
Good morning, Ace. You're late for you. Where were you? Oh yeah, ES is at its high in the day. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Good point. Yeah, NQ's lagging behind. So yeah, well then either ES is going to come down to meet the NQ, or NQ is going to pop up to try and meet the ES. I would think. But
Yeah. Either way, we're about to see some violent price action.
I
It's
I
been
hope. I mean, it'd be
yeah.
better than what we're getting right now.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I mean, I am here for it. I am ready to see like some crazy shit go down. I mean, if you
That
think about it, look, if you're looking for the slow markets, like, hey, futures may not be it. Um,
and that's okay, Ace. I will forgive you this time.
I like that Nightbot you have in your chat.
Uh-huh.
That's really cool. You know, it just
Yeah.
cycles through the deals.
hmm It's a good little bot.
Ace, you read my mind. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Again, you know, with NQ, I would really, really like to see it drop through the floor a little bit, you know, just a wee bit, and then take it. Just take the longs, then go take a nap and go see where it lands because I have a good feeling it's gonna land in the clouds somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, shall we be the ultimate degens and start mixing some options in there?
I
Not
never
enough.
I never figured out options. So one day I hope to actually figure out options and do some stuff with options. I finally have started playing around with, crypto some. So maybe options is next.
Hey, look, options are great when used with a purpose. Yeah. So Amelia, I did the exact same thing. I started, well, it is a gateway drug. Yes, 100% is. I actually started with equities and fixed income and then bonds and somehow made my way into options and then said, fuck it, let's add some more risk. Went to futures. Mr.
I
EG. Ooh. Um, yeah, so my trading strategy and again, whether you use the EG indicators or not, I always recommend having a strategy as your base. No, with with anything, you have to learn how to use it. Yes, a hammer and nails will help you build a lot of things, but if you don't know how to use a hammer, then it's useless, right? But I will be straight up. I have a lot of my strategy based in ICT concepts. 100%. It makes sense to me since I'm an extremely technical person. All the guidelines and specifics make a lot of sense to me. So what I like to trade is what the cycle of accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. So in London, we saw manipulation. Oh, it is 100% the Mighty Ox show. But
cryptic odd show. I have a guest today. Just relax. Reminder: 1 minute to the bell.
oh
Continue
yeah,
on.
oh yeah. So again, in the Asia session, you can see that we had accumulation. Price just chopped for hours. Then you get a sharp movement in one direction, the manipulation. Now I expect a distribution to take place, which can be in the form of a retracement and even further displacement away from the manipulation. So in this case, we would expect price to drop below Beck's lows, starting to get into previous day price action and even target previous day lows. Or we could be in for continuation and send price straight through the moon and call it Bitcoin.
There's our bell. Quick whip down. Down 10. Down 13. Do I hear 15? Do I hear 15? 13 going one. There's 15. There's 15. Do we hear? Oh. Is Trump talking? Not that I'm aware of, but I don't know. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we have a big drop. Yeah, Trump is talking. We will drive the price of oil down. Everything will follow, he says. Well, that was just 4 minutes ago. I don't see any other headlines.
I hope nobody was long.
Yep, we're down 22 points so far in this opening 3 minute candle.
Let's see if we take the lows right off the bat. So again, the low of the day for Nasdaq came around 7 Eastern. Same, actually. Yep. Yes, had the exact same. All right.
Morning, T.O. How are you?
Yep, right down to that 740 level. Beautiful. If we can get a nice small retracement back, I would love to take this long.
I should have went long there. That was in my strategy, but I just didn't. Oh, I don't feel it yet. We're doing good, T.O. I'm doing good. There it comes back down that purple. Up, popping back up. Blue candle. There you go, blue candle. That's 15 points. Taking the long. Yep, struggling. I think it's going to come back at me. Let's see. Come on, give me what I want, what I really, really want. There it goes. Trying again. Using my entry as resistance.
Said not today.
Oh, nope, stopped out. Still choppy. Oh, it's going to want to tempt me again with another blue candle here. Try again. There we go. Come on. Oh, right back down. Yeah, me and NQ are fighting today.
Leave this be for a minute.
Yeah, if this one stops me out, then I'm just going to let it try and figure out which direction it wants to go. There we go. Come on. Rise up for me. Rise up and be counted. Nope. Rejects again. Same area. Stopped. It looks like it doesn't want to get above there. Ace is short. Go, go, ace. Ace got his two. Choppy deluxe with cheese.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this is the account raker special.
Get your two ace.
All right.
Oh yeah, here it comes back down for ace. He's on ES. ES would have been the better play for me. Looks like beautiful price action on the ES. NQ is ugly. NQ is ugly. ES was just beautiful.
Okay, let's see if we can get some equilibrium between the two. Because there is that nice volume imbalance on ES right at 6094 that I would love to see be taken.
ES bouncing there. And Q's still giving me absolutely crap.
Yeah, this thing is on its way to nowhere. Let's see. Connect.
There's NQ trying to run.
Order filled.
Just two ace, or did you get anything else out of it? Well, you can feed the family today.
Wow, this thing's looking weak.
Pulls back a little bit. Now it's trying to relaunch. Let's see if it can. NQ just totally confused right now.
Right? See, like even looking at the 5 minute, you can see that the price action. You just have massive wicks on both sides of like the past few candles. That to me just screams indecisiveness.
And NQ trying to pop back up. Can it get any momentum behind it at all?
Let me see where this candle closes.
That's a bigger can. That's the biggest candle we've seen here. That was 12 points. There we go.
Oh, look at that.
Good call, MR. I'm in long on a top step, 4 micros. I was in at 761. I'm up almost 200 bucks here. There's 200. rising up. There's this broke 21,800. They're gonna struggling there. Up there goes. Continuing up. There's 806. Finally a breakout.
Right? It's nice to finally see something come from this.
Flatten there. So we close that trade. 4 micros for 73 to 99 is 26 points.
Nice trade. Very nice trade.
Thank you.
I'm gonna wait for that retest and then I'll get in because this is in the middle of this now. No shot.
Oh, and still going. So pull back just that little bit to get me out and then continue on, but that's okay. Quick whip down.
Still want to see a bit of a bigger retracement here.
All right, Hassan. Let's see if it respects your line in the sand, Hassan, or if it knocks over your sandcastle.
Not the sandcastle.
Bounces on the 9 EMA, back up, Cheddar. Back up to 809. Second purple candle out of 4. Let's see if it breaks the 9 here. I don't like it when they rub the 9 and don't break it.
How dare they?
Hey, Livestock, how you doing? Guys, I just got authorization from Fidias to do an account giveaway. 6 accounts I'll be giving away. I'll be setting that up later today or tomorrow. 2 of the swings, 2 of the fundamentals, and 2 of the statics.
Nice. Okay, let's wait for this pullback. Beautiful.
So we hit 814. We pulled back to 776. It's at 788 now. ES pulling back. RJ Wheel, how's the Dow treating you? You'll get the next one.
All right. I'm still waiting for this to come back down to that first fair value gap that off the first minute dropped like an absolute rock.
Rising back up. That blue candle was a signal, but
Mm-hmm.
I was distracted by my phone for a second, so I didn't grab that one. That one would have been a nice winner. uh, mm, no.
Man, they got some jokes today. Man, they came ready.
We have a lot of fun. Spend every day we have fun here in MightyOxTrading.
I love it. I love it.
Up to 823. That 23% rule sucks, Chris. Have yourself a great day, though. We'll see you tomorrow.
Take care, my man.
We got up to 823 now. That's recent high. Overnight high was 830. So we're getting close to that overnight high. 832 actually. Didn't quite get there. Now we're dropping again. Whoa, gold really dumped. Gold's down.
Mm-hmm.
New low in gold. Crude's really dumping. Remember, you should never dump crude oil. That causes an ecological catastrophe. Ultra bond.
Called BP.
Yeah. What are we holy cowing, Ace?
Let me check. Okay. Today's the 6th. Awesome. So EIA for natural gas coming out really soon. Great. While I still would like to see NQ take the highs, I am still expecting a lower price.
Hanging right around 21,800 right now.
Let's see this.
Chopping around this 21,800.
Mm-hmm. You know what? See if we can go ahead and grab the highs real quick. Let's see if we can do that.
Reminder, everybody, if you're enjoying today's stream, I appreciate if you go over that like button for me. Let YouTube know you're enjoying it. So they recommend it to other people. I don't know where we're going. I only know where we've been. And down we come.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get in long on a micro here. Well, on a handful. Right
All
top of
right.
that fair value gap. My target is going to be the highs of today.
All right.
But we'll manage the position.
I'm also long, not nearly as big of a target. Oh, hits that 9 EMA, snaps right back down. See if it bounces. Back up. Tight stop. Needs to get through that 9. It can't. Bounces off of it again. Third bounce off of it. Tries again. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Blue candle. Popping. Popping. Stopping. Popping like a rabbit. Nope. Back down. Ouch. Big rejection.
Yep.
Back up. It's a blue
So
candle.
so this is a time where I would actually go down to a 1 minute chart and then really start to manage the trade between a 5 minute chart on ES and a 1 minute chart on NQ.
Stop me out. Did get a couple points, but I only got 1 point. It was up as much as 10, and I was hoping for 15. And I shouldn't have. ATR is only 10. I shouldn't have been trying for more. That was bad trade management on my part. Quick whip back down there.
Oh yeah. I'm still gonna hold this again. I'm in 3 micros, but I will be adding into the position.
Nice ace.
Very nice.
Are you still in that trade, Ace, or did you just take the 1 point? Wait a minute. Okay. I was gonna say I asked a two-part question there, and you said yes. I'm like, yes to which one? And another pop there on Q.
Mm-hmm. Right. So I'm in for 6 micros in total as of right now. See, it very well could drop more. It so Ace, if your analysis says, hey, you know what, it might drop more, it very well could. I would not put it past price action, and especially today, for price to bottom out.
Yeah. Yeah, Ace, this price action isn't real fun.
No. There we go. Now ES looks to be the weak one.
Ace, if you had $1 billion, you could have a 100 million point stop.
I mean, you're not wrong. You could. Yeah, price action today is disgusting, but that's okay. You know what? It's all good. All right, we're up. What about 15 points? I got a pretty bad fill, but that's okay. You know what? Excuses, excuses.
What fun would that be, Ace? It's kind of choppy again. Yeah. ATR under 10 for this time in the morning is very rare.
Yes. I just have a feeling that this is building for something. It feels like it.
May just be building for an NFP tomorrow.
It could be. You know what? You're not wrong. It very well could be.
Ace, that I think if I had $1 billion, yeah, I would probably still day trade, but I think I would day trade totally differently than I do now. There'll be no fear at all. If I lose on the trade, who cares, you know? And I think it would actually mean that I would trade better because, so often now I kind of trade too soon or whatever. So if I was not worried about that, I think I would end up doing a lot better with trading at that point.
All right, we're up 30 points.
Yep, back up to 800. MR keeps calling 800 before going down. Let's see.
Yep, that's not bad. Actually, like that. Take a few partials, which I will be doing. All right,
That's a
locked in some profit, and now we let it go for the highs.
nice. Ace, that's a good question, and I'm not really sure. If someone wants to give me $1 billion so I can test it out, I'll be happy to give it a try.
Oh, dude, yeah, no problem. I got you. Look, we call it Tuesday. All right, and we're just we are almost crossing the 50-point mark.
Overnight highs again is 832. The recent high since the bell 822. We just touched 821. So we got to watch for a double top here.
Right, I'm out of half my position, and I'm letting the other half ride.
Struggling to get through that 821, 822 area. Pulling back a little bit there down to 810. That's okay, Hassan. I don't mind your height.
No, look, like, I mean, I would definitely agree with that short. You know what? It's not a bad position to be in if you're scalping. If you're taking a very, 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 very short scalp, then absolutely.
Yeah, that was not a good short. Back up. 827 going for the high. New high bet. No, wait, not yet.
And we're out.
832. 832 is the high. 831 is where we're at. Good job. Great trade.
Thank you.
Great
Thank you.
trade.
Now this is all about watching this.
Now we have a new high. 834.
Oh, it absolutely could hit 850. Let me see. Yeah, it definitely could. I think, you know, price will tell us very soon if we're gonna get there or not. Ace, that's hilarious. Freaking carrier pigeon. Hey, yeah, just go short on Enron.
840 is our new high. Meanwhile, Dow is going the exact opposite direction.
That's interesting. Okay, wait. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, look at ES. Check it out. ES is not having any of this. Yeah, ES is just now coming to the London or the Asia highs,
Order filled.
and the midnight opening price. But I would like to see if ES would actually break the highs and go for a new high.
I saw that big move it made at the open last night, livestock. Just trying to figure out what caused that.
Order filled.
If you had 850 on your bingo card, go ahead and scratch that off.
Yeah, 844 is the high so
Ooh.
far. Dow falls back and Q falls back.
Nasdaq's falling.
Oh, there's a bounce on NQ. Does it still want that 850? I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can.
Oh, that would be so sad if it just like stopped like at 849.75 and then just dropped through the lows. I don't know why, but I can easily see NQ doing that.
Eight 48.75.
No. Oh man, please tell me that this is not about to reverse all the way down. Oh, that would be hilarious.
RJ, YM just broke through that floor like a 800-pound man.
Oh, let's check it out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's definitely a Big Mac.
Yep, there's NQ down to 828. 20 points down from that high.
That's
And
hilarious.
and falling. Not Grover Cleveland Alexander today, Ace.
I can't believe that just happened. I mean, I can. I
Yeah,
mean that's NQ's personality to a T. Like,
Order
big old
filled.
big old middle finger in the air from the AQ.
if you had 850 on your bingo card, you might want to add that back in.
Oh, there's NQ trying again, maybe for it. Back up to 840.
Said, look, I'm not done yet.
Up right back down on NQ.
Order filled.
Ooh, whoosh.
Goodbye, NQ.
Wow, whooshy whoosh. Nice, Hassan. Nice.
Very nice.
Just broke 800. Yep, everything heading in the same direction now, down. Which makes
Nice.
which makes me ask, did something happen? Did somebody say something? New Iran sanctions target shipping oil and energy companies. U.S. issues fresh Iran-related sanctions. There's the reason for that dead drop. Hassan admitted that new job you got is really with the State Department. You knew that news was coming.
He just knew. You know what? He beat us to all the news. He was just like, you know what? Watch this.
Depends if they're getting any kickbacks from the insurance company, Ace. Long here trying to see if it can break this 9 EMA. This darn 9 EMA is always, there we go. There's a break. Moving on up to the deluxe apartment. Ah, back down. Really? I guess I was going for too much again there. Darn it. I gotta remember 10-point targets, not 15. Our ATR is still only 11.
It's coming back.
Sandwich between two EMAs there. Stop me out. And now it's going to go again, right? Another blue candle. The ring-a-ling sound, I think that's the sound some TradingView makes when the stop or target gets hit.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Uh, Normally you don't hear my computer sounds, but because me and Philip are connected by Zoom, I have to have the computer sounds on. Oh, wow. Okay, RJ.
Damn.
Yeah, I think so, Ace. Wow, we finally had a day with no pineapple talk, and now we're going to this. I'm long here, guys, so if I lose, I'll blame you both.
You heard it firsthand. It's not his fault.
It makes no matter of the fact that I was long before either of you said it, even said anything. So I see NQ arising. I see profits on the way. Okay, there we go. My target was hit. I has 8 points. I'll take it. Bollinger Bands are closing. That's awesome, Ace. About 25 minutes left to go in the stream this morning. Another pullback there. Got to 811, pulling back under 800. Our guest is Philip. He and
Yes,
I
sir.
he and I did kind of interviewed each other uh behalf of EG Indicators a week or two ago. I don't know, all the days run together. We did it here live on the channel. And then he's just here as a trader today. He's not representing EG. Um, just decided to live stream together and see how it went.
Yeah.
I, I never said you had to be on your best behavior or wear pants. Ace. Yep. Yes, he is welcome to return anytime. Absolutely.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, there's a pop. MR did say 820. Let's see if it gets there. 818. 818.75. There's 820. Good call along as well, Hassan. Rising up. Maybe now it's going to go for 850. Ace wants to know a little bit about yourself. Your
Sure.
trading journey, your favorite band, East Coast or West Coast? Ace always asks random questions. uh,
Nice. Nice. Yeah. So, born and raised in Dallas, Texas, so neither East Coast nor West Coast. Smack dab in the center. But let's see. Prior to really diving headfirst into trading, um, did my undergrad at the College of Charleston with bachelor's in math and finance, and then did a master's in data science. And I actually worked as a data scientist for 6 years in site intelligence. Then during that time, I really got into trading because going through the finance route in school, you do learn how to trade. You don't learn
whoa!
how to
Whoa!
actually.
Whoa! Sorry, but we just had
Oh,
a
you're
huge
good.
35, 40 point drop. I just caught 16 point. I actually had positive slippage on that trade. I had a 15 point target. Something just happened. We're down 70 points. Woo. Well, that was nice. I never get positive slippage. I always take more ticks than a loss. But that actually gave me I had a 15 point target and I got 16 and a quarter.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I'm not seeing anything on financial juice. It's quickly recovering. Sorry, continue your story there. Sorry to
Oh,
interrupt. While I try to figure out what caused this.
all, all good. Yeah. So, like I was saying, in college, you do actually learn how to trade. You do, but from an institutional side, not from a retail standpoint, not from, hey, how do I actually manage a really small portfolio and then grow it? No, you're assuming you're going to be working in finance, you'll be managing hundreds of millions. So it it's different. So trying to bring those kind of strategies into the retail space does not work at all. I can tell you firsthand, it doesn't work. So really got started, in equities, fixed income, then bonds, then made my way into options. That was the gateway because I was like, you know what, fuck it, this is awesome. Made a good bit of money, but lost it just as quick because again, I didn't know that there was this entire psychology behind trading. So I was just being a degenerate. Then found my way into futures, and that's when everything really got shaped up. Like everything got shaped up because you can't be that way in futures. Like you have to have your psychology locked in, ready to go, or else the market is a cruel, cruel world. But yeah, after that, found the prop firm space, and it's been awesome. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. I will say that being from Dallas, I am expected to be a Cowboys fan. I tried it, didn't work out. Tried it for 15 years, just never works.
He didn't answer your favorite band.
Oh, so funny enough, I've actually lived on both. So going to the College of Charleston, I lived on the East Coast. Before I went to college, I played junior hockey, and I was traded from a team in New Hampshire to a team in Vegas, and we were in California 80% of the time, playing other teams. So it, I got to essentially live on the West Coast as well, and I do prefer the East Coast, 100%. But favorite band? Oh man, I guess it really depends on like what I want to listen to because I will listen to everything from classical music to metal and like techno. So it really just depends on what pops up on my Spotify playlist because you'll never like there is no consistency with you hit the next button on shuffle, you're taking your life at risk with what you're about to hear. So, but I would say most consistently, Breaking Benjamin has been one of my top bands. Yeah, no problem. RJ, you missed the whole thing, man. What happened?
RJ, I don't remember allowing you to step away from your computer.
You got him like just handcuffed straight to his desk. Oh man, the great one. You know what's crazy? So for all of you hockey enthusiasts, Connor Bedard is nuts. Was it has he even turned 19 yet? And he's just embarrassing defensemen left, right, and center. Like, wow, yeah,
Was she playing Ace? Ace is making up stories again.
this is awesome. Oh, Oh yeah, dude. You know what? That explains everything. So he's just a little weird, huh? All goalies are kind of off. Like the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. Yeah, if you play goalie in hockey, you're kind of off, but that's okay.
Still falling back down. Wow, we're down to 755 now. Wow. We were
That's
just talking about
crazy.
will it hit 850 10 minutes ago, and now we're like, is it gonna hit 750?
Oh my gosh. So yeah, 48.75. We were just saying, wow, that would be hilarious if it went all the way up and just dropped through the floor. And guess what? And here we are. That is nuts.
And I still don't see any news that caused that. So back down to that 740 level again. We hit 740 again. We've done that 3 times now.
What I'm curious about now is, do we go for the lows? Like, do we start targeting yesterday's lows, or at least that large move up around what 11 a.m. 11:30 yesterday?
RJ, I hate to tell you that floor is gone, and I'm not sure about the structural integrity of the building.
Oh, that's still relevant.
I don't know. They just bringing it back up because
Oh, that floor is nowhere to be found. Like I mean, you might find some rubble here and there, but I mean, yeah, like you might find a piece here and a piece there, but there ain't not much left.
yes, it's now a bomb shelter.
Well, if we keep dropping, we're gonna drop through the bomb shelter.
I'm long here. I have a feeling I'm gonna be wrong here. There it goes. Come on. Come on, baby. There it goes. Up to the 9. Just can't break through the 9 on the first time, can you? Second attempt.
So, Hassan, what I'm hearing is you have a crystal ball. No, like, I mean,
Boy,
everything you have said has played out exactly.
yeah, he's good. He just doesn't trust himself. He needs to start trusting himself more. I took it off there for 7 points on that trade.
RJ, you need 3 balls to trade my crystal.
This is why I enjoy streaming every day. They keep me laughing. We have a good time.
Absolutely. I mean, it's hilarious.
And down.
I would like to see if we can hold this level, but I don't think we're going to. I don't think we're going to be holding the 760 area, much as I would like it to.
Oh, another pop back up. We're back up to 781.
Are we going to sustain it? It's gonna be the real question. We're just barcoding at the moment.
We have just about come to the end of our time together today. Philip, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have.
Absolutely. Definitely have, and I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. Welcome back anytime. Just let me know. You can always set something up. Everyone else, thank you all for being here. We'll be back tomorrow, of course, at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Non-farm payroll Friday. Hope everyone has a great rest of your day, and we'll see you all then. Bye.
Awesome. Take care, y'all. Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed today's live stream. Remember, we do this every day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Hope you'll continue to join us. Also, want to invite you to join our Discord community. Great community of traders talking trading, and sometimes just shooting the breeze about other things as well. Traders helping traders and encouraging traders there. Also, of course, follow me on social media, mainly on Twitter or at X, where you'll always find updates on the latest prop firm discounts and reviews, as well as get notified whenever a new video comes out from MightyOxTrading. Have a great rest of your day.